you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you wrote it for me, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're on completely different pages. Let's go where we were, where no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Will you take me on a trip? Always up and down and back and forth in merry-go-round. I just wanna get it right, but when you go left, I'm stuck here feeling left behind.
Through thick and thin, for better or for worse. After 20 plus years of marriage and 3 children, my parents are sharing their love, care, and wisdom throughout the world. Spreading this love won't be hard for them because it's simply in their DNA. I present Donnell and Angelic Jackson.
Hey.
Hi.
Welcome to Divine DNA on YouTube. I am Angelique.
And I'm Shakyra.
And we are here tonight to discuss Women's History Month and International Women's Day. Queen B is in the building. Hello, YouTube land, Facebook land.
We see you in here. Hello, hello, hello.
So March is not only Women's History Month, and today is International Women's Day. It is my birthday month. As you can see from my shirt, it says a queen was born in March, baby. So, hey, Shakyra Yin.
Hi.
Mr. Jackson, hello.
Hi, Dad.
So, we not only want to discuss the Coretta Scott Kings and the Nina Simones, the Harriet Tubmans, all of the great women who have really contributed to history and the way we live today from years and years ago. Harriet Tubman was born exactly 201 years ago. And that is the OG, the triple OG of all OGs. I love her. I revere her. Oh, thank you, Queen B. I not only wanted to revere the heroines like the Harriet Tubmans, the Angela Bassett's, who's finally getting her due after 30, 40 years in the entertainment industry. She's finally getting the accolades that she deserves. But we also want to talk about the everyday unsung heroes that we know. From the women like myself who come from a certain background, and you're changing the narrative, breaking generational chains and curses, progressing your family forward, setting up your generations for future success and abundance. Just women who are doing the damn thing. And I'll talk enough. You got something to say?
You kind of
I can go on and on.
No, I was gonna go mention all those people, and then you just started going ham, and I'm just like, wait, who's the other woman in my mind?
Surely you have somebody from your generation, because you know I'm a 70s baby, so I know I introduced you to a lot of my stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, I wasn't introduced to my generation first. I was introduced to hers. Let's see. I mean, from music to acting, into activism. I mean, Angela Davis is one of the first women that I learned about as far as activism, and everyone knows I'm an activist. So I read up on her. Hey twin, hi. Well, I'm not twin, but hey twin. Um, but yeah, she's one of the very first people that I ever like got deeply into. Beyonce has a lot of success. I mean, her reign, her era that's still ongoing has also done a lot. And there's also a lot of everyday women within my protest coalition, other than my mother, that I really do appreciate. A lot of diverse people on even the internet. I mean, there's so many people that I have met through social media, who are women that I've got to know personally, and I've got to know their background too. And we've talked and we've gone through, because us as women, especially as Black women, we go through a lot. So, and it's kind of like it's kind of like just written in stone almost on how much we go through just because we're Black and women. So I appreciate and love watching the mental and physical, emotional process that we go through as far as like triumphing from that. As far as names, I don't know. I feel like when people ask me things, I have it in my head before they ask me, and then when they ask me, it disappears. Because now it's mom, Angela Davis, Beyonce, and like that's all that's like spurting out of my brain right now. But yeah, I mean, women's history is very extensive, especially if you think about all the different cultures too, because it's not just Black American history that's there. There's all the countries in Africa. There's all the queens that were really the head honchos of civilizations that we don't get to talk about. I mean, we just got the movie The Woman King, and there's many other female kings that are out there that have done that thing.
Nefertiti,
Yeah, Nefertiti.
Hatshepsut over there in
She
Egypt.
knows the names.
Oh yes, I love African culture. I study it. It's where we're from. It was the greatness that we were before we became enslaved people. So
I can go off about transatlantic slave trade. That was crazy.
yeah, and one of the newest heroines that I really really love is Lizzo. Lizzo is so positive, so beautiful, so bubbly, so infectious, and she spreads it everywhere. I really really love her. And like I said, with Angela Bassett, I'm so glad to see that queen finally get some accolades. Yeah, the accolades that she deserves in Hollywood. She should have been all the accolades she's getting now. She should have got when she played Tina Turner, because she played that role to the hilt. So to see her finally getting her due, yes, she was phenomenal in Black Panther, the first and the second one. Um, yes. Yes.
Girl crush. Period. Scoot over.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's finally good to see Angela get her due, and I'm sure there's more to come. Sheryl Lee Ralph.
Yeah,
Sheryl Lee Ralph is getting her due, and Sheryl Lee Ralph has been doing her thing forever and ever. I don't know if you guys saw her outfit at the NAACP Image Awards, honey. That dress was talking. Woo! She looked amazing. She looked amazing. But we also want to talk about, like I said, the everyday queens that are doing their thing. We all could talk about our mothers, because whether they were good or bad or indifferent, they got us here. They were a vehicle for us. But we also want to talk about women who are just great overall.
Yes, Viola Davis.
And in general, yes, Viola Davis is doing her thing.
Didn't she just recently touch
the Woman King?
The EGOT status.
Yes, she is the new EGOT.
Lovely.
Where she has an Emmy, a Grammy, a Tony, and an Oscar.
We love that.
And she is an amazing actress. She runs the gamut from serious to comedy. She has done it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So we also want to give reverence to some queens within our midst and within our circle. And we're going to start with the one and only Queen Bee, Joy. She is not only a mother, and a wife. She is an educator, and not just an educator of your general school population. She is working with the special needs children, which takes a special anointing, and she has it. She is a businesswoman. She You can call her anytime. She is full of wisdom. She's full of help. She always has an encouraging word. If you can be thinking about something and mention it to her, she's going to look it up for you without you asking. She's just been an amazing, amazing person, woman, friend in our circle. And Queen Bee is definitely the right moniker for her because she is so amazing. So we want to make sure we lift her. We show our love for a woman who's truly making history, our own family, Queen Bee.
Be cousins.
We also want to lift Sacred Secrets. That would be Miss Brittany. That's another one. She is a mom. She is a businesswoman. If you call her, she's full of wisdom. She has an amazing word for you. She gives you tips on how to navigate with her Reiki and just in general, just as a friend and a woman. So I want to make sure we lift her as well. Brittany, we love you. You're so amazing, and we appreciate you. Another hero, oh, you're so welcome. Another hero is Miss Jessica, who is the producer of this show. She saw us on the beach on my birthday and offered us an opportunity to do what we're doing right now. Yes, we already had the idea, but she just ushered us in and pushed us in the back and like, here you go, let's go. So we want to make sure we lift her. She is a mother, a wife, a businesswoman, graphic artist, so many hats. And we want to make sure we lift her as well. We appreciate you so much. And you're a woman that's making history. These are all women that are making history. We want to mention Khadijah of Skin by Deej. That's another phenomenal woman, a wife, a mother, businesswoman. She's been a nurse forever and ever, but I think she's retired now. At least I hope she's retired. She keeps going in and out. She's one of those people who love the work and you got to time up to keep them from going. But she's an amazing person, an amazing woman, dear friend, family member. We want to say we love you so much, Deej. Stephanie of S. Loren Lux. We want to mention that queen. She is a mother. She's a sister. Oh my goodness. She's a businesswoman. Her products are phenomenal. Every woman who we are mentioning is, except Jessica, they have products and their products are absolutely phenomenal. I'm not saying that because they're family and friends. I'm saying that because it's actually true. And I'm so lucky to know them. But S. Loren Lux, Stephanie, another queen. And if you want to go see her stuff, it's slorenlux.com, queenbeeshustle.com, Sacred Yin Secrets, DM on Facebook for products. Skin by Deej, and skin is with a Y, D-I-J, Deej.com, Skin by Deej. And we're not just mentioning it so you'll hit their links. We're just trying to share some gold with you because these women carry it. But Stephanie is a queen that we love, full of wisdom, full of help. Oh my goodness. We love you all. And we appreciate you all. And thank you for being amazing women that are making history. Did you have anybody you wanted to mention, love?
You.
Oh.
My, you already. We're not even 20 minutes into the show. I didn't even say anything. but But yeah, ma, I would have had Raina if I didn't have a mother figure like you. I know we bumped heads because I have her attitude, and then she, taught me how to, you know, defend. I wouldn't be into activism if I wasn't raised how I was with my mom. Um, she taught me very early about people of authority, and I guess that just set my stone for me to be more socially and emotionally aware about things that go on around me. And, you know, even though I have, a few bumps in the road, few run ins with said authority, not the onions. Who cut onions? But yeah, I don't think I'll be the person I am today and be where I'm at if I didn't have a mom like you, if you didn't work hard like you did. So yeah, Ma, you need to give yourself more credit. You did a lot, especially with the backgrounds that we come from. It takes a lot to go through what you go through, and a lot of moms kind of go the opposite way when they go through stuff as a kid. But you went the right way, and now here I am. She comes.
Now where we going from here?
That happened faster than I expected it to. Oh,
Thank you, babe.
the running is crazy.
But for every woman who is out there who is doing your damn thing as a wife, as a mother, as simply a woman if you're single and with no children, handling your business, going to school, working, taking care of yourself, trying to heal from your traumas from your past. You are a woman that is making history, and you are someone to be recognized. It's not just the Corettas and the Violas and the Harriets. So we want to make sure that every woman who is doing a damn thing realizes that she is that, as we say, that bitch.
Oh,
doing her thing. I don't even know who else to discuss because I'm so full already.
Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou.
Oprah when we liked her.
Yeah. Queen Latifah.
You and I team life.
MC Light.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of well, not a lot. We
Tina
need
Turner.
more. We need more of the female representation as far as like rap artists and rappers.
Golden Brooks. Toni Morrison. Zora Neale Hurston.
It's not coming out. It went away. And one thing about it, and two things for sure. Like I don't know. I'm excited to see what else we have to offer as far as this year because we've done so much already. I mean, we had Brittany with her business, and now she's rebranding into something even better. Queen Bee's business, and she's adding more stuff. Like I saw a budget book. I'm like, whoa. Whoa, I didn't know we was doing what happened to the tumblers. Like I thought, but the tumblers right there. So I'm like, we could do a little bundle deal. I don't know, just
diversity.
There's just a whole bunch going on. You could probably get a boat from Queen Bee. I don't know. She probably got a car plug. I'm pretty sure she has a book plug. If you need any type of makeup, I'm pretty sure she can make that too. I'm pretty sure she can make super, super big tumbler jugs. I don't know. Y'all are like multi-talented. Y'all come up with new stuff every day. All of a sudden, Queen Bee gonna be building cars and Brittany's gonna be, giving nails to aliens. I don't know. There's a whole lot going on. And I love that for us.
Yeah, so when it comes to making history, kudos to everybody that's doing it. Keep going, keep pressing. Tabitha Brown. I love Tabitha Brown. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but she's the vegan girl with the big afro who is acting, and she also has a children's YouTube show called Tab Time, an educational show that's so phenomenal. We have been watching it back to back. It's really fun. It's really cute. It's really educational, and it's not just for children. Gracie's Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Gracie's Corner is another woman that's making history, even though she's a little girl. Oh my goodness, her show is amazing on YouTube. The Good Morning song, we've started listening to that every morning. But she covers so many topics and so many different music genres. Every music genre she covers, and every subject: money, alphabets, respect, Black history, and to the everyday, like getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth. She covers it all. So check out Gracie's Corner. That's another young queen that is doing her thing.
You think Coco Melon is created by Coco Melon?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked on Coco Melon.
Me either.
I've never watched that show.
Me either.
Super Sema. If you haven't seen Super Sema, and that's SEMA, that's a show that's produced by Lupita Nyong'o. And that's the girl who played in Black Panther as
what's her name? Oh no. See, I'm not gonna look it up. No way. I was just having
I can't believe I don't remember her name.
I was just
from Black
having a
Panther. I just watched it.
I was just having a conversation.
Nakia.
There we go.
She plays Nakia in Black Panther. And she also has a wonderful book. Her book is called Sulwe, Sulwe. That's an amazing storybook for those of you who love reading and love reading to your children. Lupita is an amazing woman. Denai Guerrera. I know I'm messing her name up, but that's the one who plays Okoye in Black Panther. I love her too. She's an amazing. She played in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, as Michonne.
That's another amazing force to be reckoned with.
It took me a minute to actually realize that was her in Black Panther, because Michonne and Okoye are like, even though they're kind of similar characters in a way, they have witty comments of Okoye more than Michonne.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're both like badass warrior women with pointy sticks stabbing people. I mean, hey. But it took me a while to actually register that it was her, not because I didn't recognize her per se, but in a way I didn't, only because like she has that range where sometimes you just can't tell that that's the same actor. Let me say it like that. She's a very good actor. Same thing with Angela Bassett too. You you really can see the distinction in between how she expresses herself in different roles. So I mean, they're talented, man. They're talented. Even some of the indigenous actors that was playing as Namora's army, those women were badass too.
Yes, Black Panther 2. If you have not seen it, Wakanda Forever, that's an amazing. I didn't think they would be able to top the first one,
right?
Or get on even keel with it. Man, it's amazing.
And it only makes me imagine what it would have been like if Chadwick was alive.
If Chadwick would have been in it, it would have just been.
Oh man, R.I.P. Chadwick. That was very unexpected, and I hate that he went the way that he went. There was a lot of people that was making fun of him before he had passed away because of how skinny he was. And it turns out that he had what he had.
Yeah, that was terrible.
But Selena is another talented woman that's also gone too soon. Aaliyah too. Left Eye as well. All of these are different people that are.
See, look at this. I told you, Queen Bee, look it up.
What?
You see that?
And I saw her look. I was looking at her look
that?
down and back. I'm just like, what? She's not looking at the screen.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
Thank you, Queen Bee. Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson, phenomenally smart women who truly set Another milestone for Black women. Yes, thank you so much, Britt.
Katherine Johnson, I believe, is that lady who had the movie based off of her that was played by Taraji P. Henson, who was another actress that we did not mention.
Hidden Figures.
Yeah, Hidden Figures. Oh, man.
Oh, that was the women who were mathematically gifted who ended up working for NASA.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Britt. Told you that there they go.
Just
all up in it.
Real quick. Just all of a sudden. Just popping up with it.
But we love it and we appreciate it. So we're going to take a break right quick because we're halfway through and we will be back.
Break.
Hey there, in the mood for some style? Well, make your way over to queenbeehustle.com. Miss Hustle don't play no games now. She gave y'all options, keychains to multi-purpose trays to t-shirts. Select products could even be customized, all of which are made by this beautiful lady here, Miss Queen Bee. Head on over to queenbeehustle.com where hustle and creativity uniquely meet.
All right. So, in the vein of women that have made history and that are making history, are there any newcomers that you see?
Other than Lizzo?
Other than Lizzo, but Lizzo is already making history. She's on tour right now. She keeps posting on social media different snippets from her shows. And under her comments are lots of people giving her accolades and praise about how she just brightens their day and just gives them confidence that they didn't have. All they have to do is turn on her music. She is amazing.
Newcomers. Okay,
anybody in hip hop?
Oh yeah, so we do have a lot of newcomers as far as female rap. Some of them I can name is Doechii with 2 eyes. There's Keatley. Keatley exactly not per se. It's more like an alternative genre.
Mm-hmm.
There's also the internet that has a film presenting person as their lead singer. There is Baby Mother, who's also a female rapper as well. I feel like I'm forgetting so many. Flo Milli is also someone who's pretty awesome, and a lot of people like. Ice Spice is a current person that's becoming not a pinnacle because, not gonna lie, like she doesn't have bars like Lil' Kim but people find her very fun and they love her personality and who she is. The songs are catchy too. There's a lot of newcomers and there's a lot of like people who are like TikTokers and activists who are also pretty known as well. And I'm trying to think of names. They just leave my brain when I get asked questions. I don't know.
In the literary world, I know it's Amanda Gorman, who is really leading the way. I'm looking at her to be the next Maya Angelou.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say the next Maya Angelou because really there's only one. There will only ever be one. But she is another literary and orator, poet who is, I think, destined to do great things. What do you think of Michelle Obama?
I mean, let me say it like this. I appreciate that we did have a Black First Lady. I feel like that is a pinnacle in Black women history. And yeah, she's had some nice, speeches, and she's done some things that were good to the community. But when it comes to people who are more politicians rather than like activists or advocates, people who are not exactly in politics, I feel a little bit iffy about it. We could make this another show that I can explain deeper on it whenever we decide to talk about politics. But it's kind of just like an moment. And the lunch. Listen, the lunch.
What lunch?
The lunch. She was the one who put stuff through to change the lunch and make it healthy. I wanted the calories.
You wanted the sugar?
Yes. I wanted the calories. Highland, like listen, at Westfield K through A, that was the only mac and cheese at the time that I ate outside of my mom's house. And as soon as she put that crap through, whatever she did, it went away. I don't know where the mac and cheese went. They started serving peas instead. That was crazy. Nobody want to eat no peas. How you overcook peas?
When they have the dimples in it.
Like, I'm like, the peas got more dimples than I do. That's crazy. Nah.
Yes.
And then the gravy be looking.
Say the gravy just watery now.
Yeah, the gravy is gray. When you look in like TV shows of freaking gravy, the gravy is like more brown than gray, and then now it's just gray. Yes, I am Shakyra Jackson, 21 years old. I graduated 4 years ago. I am pissed about them school lunches because it did not change after Trump got elected. But yeah, it got worse because his behind was in office.
Oh Lord!
He sold the lunches and then put Cheeto dust from his spray tan on top of it. It's crazy.
Say Michelle is great, but them lunches, bitch.
Hey man. Like, that was a whole lot to deal with at once. I was going through puberty. My boobs were uneven. I was on a period. Like, there was many things going on. And I wanted mac and cheese and three for one cookies. Now, I went to Miami. I went to Miami. Not only did the brand change, but then the freaking cookies were, like, this big. They were crumbly and, like, break it apart. Not in a good way. Crumbly, like,
hard.
Your hand felt ashy from the crumbs.
Oh man!
And they were like 25 cents. I would only buy them when I felt lightheaded, but I didn't want to get actual food. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this and some milk and I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna let it be what it be because I can't wait till the end of the day. So does Michelle have some impact, regardless of my political bias? Yes, she does. Do I like her? No. Why? School lunch.
You say that food is serious, huh?
It's serious business. It's serious business.
Goodness.
The years that I really did not like school, I was looking for Michelle. I was looking forward to food.
Back up there.
Yes, I was looking forward to the food, and all of a sudden, I'm getting these big behind broccoli beanstalk things on my plate with one piece of chicken and some milk and a cup of peaches. Peaches wasn't even fresh. My nickname is Peaches. Why wouldn't you think I know about when the peaches is fresh? When they're ripe enough. Nasty behind peaches. Or the pears. The pears used to have brown dents in them. See, how you healthy, but you giving me... listen. How you giving me a pear with a dent in it? Be serious. And I got nails on, so it's more impact. Be serious. Facts about Michelle again.
That's it. I'm done talking about Michelle.
Amen. Let's see. What about Mom? Because you probably know more names than I do. But what about comedians? Because there's this one distinct. Because I know we used to have a DVD where it was this dark skinned lady.
Some more.
She was curvaceous, big eyes, short hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her.
She's on tour right now.
Monique is hilarious.
Monique is hilarious,
and I'm glad that she's getting back into acting and getting her dues too, because they were trying her for a couple of years.
They didn't like how outspoken she was,
and that's one thing they're always doing to a woman, especially a Black woman. They're always over policing what we say. We're always angry when we're just simply just like
trying to get the simplest respect and. If we assert ourselves to say you're not going to treat me a certain way, then we become angry Black women instead of she standing up for herself and for her rights. And that right there is just we are too far gone for that to continue on. I wish that narrative would die.
And that narrative is still alive to this day.
Yeah.
And it's been applied to me many times. I mean, being in the coalition that I'm in, going through what I went through these past few years, there were times where I just felt like, not because I don't believe in hierarchies. Like, I don't like that. That's one of the reasons why I'm, anti-capitalist. But at the end of the day, when it comes to activism, the most disrespected person in America is a black woman. The only reason why I'm not even more disrespected is number one, I'm not dark skinned. Number two, I'm not a person who is, I'm not Muslim. I'm not trans. And there's another demographic here. I'm not disabled. These are the only demographics within those are the only demographics that I personally don't have that would cause me to be any more disrespected. And one of the things about it, and this is another, and of course I'm not gonna go off too much. We can make it another show, you know. But just simply having that woman demographic, literally every other demographic that you have, your oppression is amplified by that because you are a woman, and that's absolutely crazy to me. Especially since we already deal with enough, like as is. Like when it comes to women, especially black women, we deal with a specific type of misogyny and racism within the world simply because we have those two demographics together. It'll always be intersected. We will always be addressed that way.
Well, we hope it will change.
We hope it will change, but we can't save everybody when it comes to that. And that's one thing that has to.
And that's been a historical,
expectation
as well. Not only are you expected to work like a horse and look like a girl, but you're expected to save the world as a woman.
And
literally we do, because we carry life. So we literally do save the world because we carry the lives.
If we weren't giving birth, y'all would have no one to complain about. Respectfully.
Well, the earth will cease to exist if a woman wasn't on it, because we carried the life.
If the world started with two men, they'll get mad over pine cones and then separate ways.
Yes, territorial. Very, very true. So, who else?
But I mean,
said Cheryl Underwood. Cheryl Underwood is definitely a funny one.
Kyla Pratt.
Kyla Pratt of the Proud Family.
Yes.
Yes, and back there, Prouder and Louder? Proud Family reboot.
The reboot is actually pretty good because listen, one thing about Disney and Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, sometimes they mess up with reboots and sometimes they mess up with remakes, but Prouder and Louder does it. I do have to say. It is kind of funky to look at because I don't know, there's something in me that kind of wants to see the new stuff and the old animation, but that's just because I watched the old animation first. That's almost the same way that I feel about SpongeBob. SpongeBob's newer seasons I don't touch. There's a whole lot going on, and it's obviously not for me. I'll stick to the first 5 seasons. Cree Summers.
Cree Summer.
Yes, Cree Summers is
phenomenal talent. Most of your black characters on Nickelodeon, she has voiced.
Right.
On Rugrats, she is. What's the black girl name?
I wasn't. I don't know if I was a Rugrats girl. I know them by face. I'm like the blondie, the redhead, the black one. They go the awkward dad. They go the rude mama. Like I know them by characteristics more than I know them by name.
Yes, but I'm talking about 100 different characters she has probably voiced. Susie Carmichael, that's her name. From Rugrats, she was the voice of that character. And
Number 5
from Kids Next Door. Oh man, I remember that show. I used to watch that show with my son.
I'm looking up her different stuff.
Oh now. My goodness. Too funny. Cree Summer.
Apparently she was on SpongeBob. She was on SpongeBob and the Patrick Star Show. The
Women of a Different World, Dawn Lewis.
She was in.
That's an unsung hero right there. She should have her own unsung.
She's in DC Superhero Girls. That show that Danielle used to always watch.
Dawn Lewis. Who else? Lisa Bonet, who started it all with A Different World. They kind of pushed her to the side and kind of forgot about her after the first 2 seasons when they put her off the show because she was pregnant. But she started that show. She made it what it was, and then everybody else carried it. But Lisa Bonet deserves her flowers for A Different World, starring in it and getting it started, and it started off wonderful because of her, and then it got greater because she had already made it great. So Lisa Bonet deserves her flowers above. Well, I shouldn't say above Jasmine Guy, but I know they like to credit Jasmine Guy for carrying that show.
You know,
as Whitley Gilbert, and she was phenomenal as Whitley Gilbert. Don't get me wrong, I loved her and her character as Whitley Gilbert. But you must not forget that Lisa Bonet was the one that started that show. Missy Elliott,
and Missy
I don't
Elliott
know how
is
in
also,
the world I wasn't going to mention
Missy
her.
Elliott is also getting her dues as well as she should. She lost weight. She looks good.
Amazing.
Mind you, like
She was beautiful before.
I'm saying.
But she looks amazing.
There's nothing wrong with a curvy woman.
Yes, I do love Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott is one of the most creative people in the music industry. Let's not even talk about being a woman. She is one of the most creative people, man or woman, in the music industry. Iconic, original. I love her so much. So Missy Elliott for sure.
Y'all can't see the footwork I was doing because the camera's not down there, but I was.
Cute choreography. Yes.
Debbie Allen. Yes. Oh my
yes.
God, she's an amazing. Because mind you, one thing that people really didn't know about Debbie Allen for real is that how much work she did behind the scenes too.
She was like the director.
When you actually watch the credits of some shows, even Grey's Anatomy, you see her in the producer and director line. I'm like, hold on.
Yes.
Like I didn't know this was all you, and you can actually tell because you can tell when a woman in a show is written by a woman, because there's some times where you see a show and you see women acting a certain way, like you're kind of just like, that's kind of true, but you could have written it in this way. It could have been more intimate. It could have been, you could have did the rage this way. Like, you can actually kind of tell. But when you watch her episodes of Grey's Anatomy versus like any other director, mind you, Shonda Rhimes already got it good. So we already saw the double team, the back to back, the yin and yang. That's crazy.
Yes, and Debbie goes all the way back. If you are a '70s child, you remember Fame. You remember that show. How phenomenal she was in that show. How you wanted to be in her dance class. You wanted to attend that high school.
Dance.
And she choreographed the Oscars, the Tonys. She's done it all. She was a phenomenal choreographer before she became an actress and a director. Mm-hmm. But she really got her directorial feet in on a different world.
The lady from Blackish. Not Diana Ross's daughter, the mama.
Jennifer Lewis.
There we go.
Jennifer Lewis is an amazing.
I mean, Diana Ross is Diana Ross.
Diana Ross is an icon. Diana Ross is an icon. And her daughter Tracy Ellis Ross is a force to be reckoned with. Like Minnie Riperton's daughter, Maya Rudolph. If you know Maya Rudolph from Bridesmaids, Minnie Riperton, the famous whistle register singer, she was so phenomenal. She was really taken too soon from us. But that's another history-making woman is Minnie Riperton.
And the thing is, when it comes to Maya and Tracy Ellis, they are so amazing and done so much impact on their own that sometimes you forget how famous their mothers are. Yes. And that's how big their impact is. Because when I found out that Diana Ross was old girl's mom, I'm like, hold on. Let me see your ID. Like I need the proof because I just didn't realize it. Y'all have the same last name, but my last name Jackson. I don't think, there's a lot of Jacksons out there that I could just say is my cousin. To be honest.
Yes. Now Jennifer Lewis is another unsung hero. She should be getting more accolades than what she's getting because she has played everything from serious to funny, and she's amazing. She was in the I Can Tina movie with Angela Bassett. Mm-hmm. And she's been on Broadway. She's done so many things. She just wrote a book. And her book, I believe, is very good. I need to order it and read it. But Jennifer Lewis is another amazing, amazing talent and history-making woman. She is an outspoken activist for bipolarism because she has bipolar disorder, and also just in general for women's rights, civil rights. she is that outspoken queen on all things justice. And that's another hero, another woman that's
I did
making
think
history.
of someone from my generation, Quinta Brunson, who
Quinta
created
Brunson,
the
Abbott Elementary.
Now, when it comes to some people don't realize this because they're just not getting to know Quinta, but Quinta was actually a Vine star before she was anything.
Really?
So yeah, I actually, as a kid, being on Vine, I actually saw her Vine. So seeing her then from now is actually an amazing thing to experience. She has actually grown a lot, like a lot. And she's hilarious. I mean, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Wow.
Brandy, Mary J. Blige,
Brandy,
Whitney
sure.
Houston,
Whitney for sure.
Celine Dion.
Yes,
Britney Spears. Britney Spears went through too much.
Spears was that bitch back then.
I hate that she went through what she went through.
I feel so bad for everything that she's going through right now. And she's just not the same person that she was. And I know a lot has happened in her life. She's been married. She's been divorced. She's had children. She's had them taken away. Her family has totally turned on her and fucked her up.
They were like dictating whether or not she could drive, what she could eat. Like there was so many different things that were going on. And to sit here and think that her sister had her back, and her sister was one of the main conspirators that allegedly. But that I find that actually very very crazy. And like even as soon as she got out of that. Even as soon as she got out of that conservatorship, it's like she had that wedding and her crazy ass ex popped up to the wedding. And I feel very weird about that because I hate when women get put in situations, especially dealing with previous partners and people that just don't want to deal with. And that was a lot. And that was a private location. Like that was a private location. So it makes
I didn't know all of that. I didn't know her husband showed up to a wedding.
Yeah, her ex had showed up to her wedding. He was being all rowdy and all these different things were happening. And I feel weird about that because it was a private location. Even though it was a big scenery, you can tell that it was only for a small amount of people. So
if he wasn't invited, he shouldn't have been there, period.
Exactly. So I'm like, who told him about the private location? Because it was only about it doesn't seem like that was that many people there. And I'm like, if that's all close friends and family, which one of y'all had went and got slick and told dude about the wedding? Yes, Dolly Parton. See, I'm not much of a country music fan, but I can understand how Dolly Parton is a pinnacle, like period. And she's shown up in some of my childhood TV shows too. Dolly Parton, and I know Carrie Underwood is also a pinnacle when it comes to country music.
And Dolly Parton, one thing Dolly Parton did that was really, really phenomenal, other than amongst all the other phenomenal things that she's done, because Dolly Parton has been a great actress. She was in 9 to 5. She made that movie blow up. It was a blockbuster. I think she was in Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, I think I found her as an actress first before I found out she was a singer.
She's a phenomenal actress. She is a phenomenal singer. And she took all of the proceeds from Whitney Houston's version of I Will Always Love You. All of the proceeds she has put back into rebuilding the Black community. Buildings, schools, every dime. So she is a phenomenal woman, not just because of everything that she's done, the songwriting, the songs, producing for other people, and the acting. She is a phenomenal woman because she gives back. Every chance she gets, she gives back. So definitely Dolly Parton is definitely one of the women that is history and that is making history. Grace Jones. Let's talk about Grace Jones being 74. Have you seen that woman? Grace Jones looks amazing. She's still going to Fashion Week, baby. Dressed to the nines.
Booked and busy. Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks.
Naomi Campbell still working at baby.
Period.
Walking the runway.
Dominique Jackson.
The gymnastics teams of University of Florida. It's the gymnastic team of the University of Florida. They're making history. The swim team from, I forget what historically Black college, Tuskegee. It's a swim team that's making history that has some women on it. for Tuskegee University, the gymnastics team of the University of Florida. Those women are making history. I mean, I appreciate the women that are coming up. Shakyra Richardson is continuing to make history. Despite the hiccup from the Olympics or whatever happened, she is back out there doing her thing. And I'm glad she is not giving up.
Venus.
Serena and Venus. Oh my God. The greatest of all times. The greatest of all times.
The cast of Pose, there's India Moore, there's Donnell Jackson, there's MJ Rodriguez, and all the other women that are on there. They have done a lot for the LGBT plus community, women, Black trans women, Black Hispanic trans women as well. Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera, who are the mothers of the LGBT plus community. If you don't know about them, look them up. There's a documentary on Netflix that has covered a lot about those two, especially Marsha P. Johnson. Those are pinnacles for as far as activism within the Black and LGBT plus community. Oh my God. I mean, there's just Howard Swim Team.
Yes.
You looking stuff up?
Yes, you know she looking stuff up. Because that's who she is. Howard Swim Team. In entrepreneurship, as well as social media influencing, we must mention Jessica Judy Harris Depart. If you don't know who that is the owner, CEO of Kaleidoscope Hair Products. She is married to the brat who is expecting their first child. I absolutely love Judy, Jessica, they call her Judy. I loved her before she got with the brat. I loved her products. I like her style. I like what she represents. She's fun. She's about her shit. And she's handling her business before getting with the brat. Now she is teamed with the brat. It's only elevated her. She's only doing even more. And I just admire her. I admire her business savvy. I admire her hard work. She started out as a single mother, a teenage single mother at that. She had 3 children before 20, and she still became who she is now, despite all of that. And you don't know all the backstory of why people become teen parents, but it's some, if you know that it's some trauma behind becoming a teenage mother most of the time. It's not just people deciding, oh, let me just have sex. It's some trauma behind that. So trauma on top of trauma. Jessica Judy Harris Dupart is an amazing, phenomenal woman, wife, mother, businesswoman. And who knows how much she's worth now. I'm sure it's at least 100 million. Pinky Cole. Pinky Cole is another one who is doing her thing. She is a mother. She's a businesswoman with Slutty Vegan. Slutty Vegan is her brand. Her restaurants that are spreading across the nation. She is the girlfriend of Big Dave's Cheesesteak. He's a phenomenal entrepreneur. Together they have 2 children. And her company is worth $100 million now. So doing big things, a woman that's making history, Pinky Cole. I admire her. Kiana Watson is a real estate broker out of Atlanta, Georgia, of Watson Realty Co. That is one badass fashionista / businesswoman / content creator. If you go to her IG at Kiana Watson, and that's QUIANA Watson, baby, get ready. She has all the fashion for you. She has the business savvy to back it up. She has an academy. She's, like I said, she's a real estate broker, and she's just doing the damn thing. She's developing properties with her husband and selling those, on top of being a broker and selling within her own brokerage, hovering over and conducting business with the real estate agents that are under her. She is amazing. Be Luxurious is another realtor out of Atlanta that I love, who is phenomenal and dynamic. She has two sons that play for university basketball teams. Uh, Astounding family because she's a former college basketball star, in addition to being a luxury real estate agent right now who sells to the stars. Um, so many women doing the damn thing.
Yeah, and I feel like there's so many more that we just didn't touch on.
Yeah, MC Light is doing her thing with being the host and the voice of so many award shows, as she should, because she is phenomenal, phenomenal. Lynn Richardson. Lynn Richardson, if you don't know, is a wonderful financial guru when it comes to making money, doing business. She is a wealth of information. She has an academy, baby. It's like going to college, dealing with that. She has so much content, courses, information for you to progress, whether it's in business, whether it's getting your finances together, budgeting, saving, investing, buying a home. She is another wealth of information, Lynn Richardson. And she is best friends, good friends, and business partners with MC Light. So it's so many women that we can name. We already named Dolly Parton, Brittany, Celine Dion, who is taking a break from the music industry right now because she's dealing with some health issues, but that's another history-making woman.
Oh,
Adele.
The daughter of Blackish.
Yara Shahidi.
Yeah, Yara Shahidi and the younger one, she just turned 18.
Marsai Martin.
Yeah, she's like
she has an executive producer deal with Disney. She is doing a damn thing, making history as the youngest executive producer with Disney. So hats off to Marsai Martin as well, doing the damn thing. It's so many women. And we not only want to glorify and appreciate, like I said, all of the famous. Diane, who's Diane? We not only want to, Tia Tamara, yes. Tia Tamara Mowry, those are some history-making women.
You know what's crazy about them is that you can tell who's the black twin and who's the white twin.
You went there.
When that being said.
Yes, Marsai Martin's name on the show is Diane. Okay, thank you, Queen. So yes, we not only want to recognize the famous mothers, daughters, icons, we want to recognize our everyday unsung heroes. Myself, Miss Queen B, Miss Sacred Yin Secrets, Jessica, Deej, Stephanie,
DJ K Wild.
K Wild. So many. Granny Peaches. So many others. For every woman who's on her stuff, for every woman that's just trying to get better, for every woman who is
that's why
doing the damn thing. I'm not do that.
You're throwing up gang signs. See, now we gotta edit that out.
No gang signs here. It's not intended. So thank you so much to all the queens, every woman that's making history. And today is your day. Every day is your day. Just like every day is Queen Bee's birthday. Every day is National Women's Day. Celebrate yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. In addition to all of the superhero endeavors and saving that you do. We love you. We appreciate you. We lift you.
And better yet, if you are a man, go ahead and cash out the woman that is near you $5. And they're going to cash out her $10 tomorrow. And it's going to increase $5 every day until the end of March. And that's on top of all the stuff that you already have to buy us. Thanks. It's reparations for misogyny.
Oh my goodness. So thank you everybody that's here. Queen B, everybody out there, Facebook land, YouTube land. Queen B, Brittany.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we love you.
See you next time.
See you next time.